And gentlemen, welcome back to the podcast. Today's a special episode. The Villanova versus Michigan debate. You saw the thumbnail, you saw the title of the video. If you know Ben and I in real life, or you keep up with the channel, you know this is a topic Ben and I have talked about for years and years. We've probably had this discussion off camera at least a dozen times, 24 times. And it's something that Ben and I are passionate about, representing our individual schools and why we think they are the better team year in and year out. Now, this year, both are ranked in the top 4. At the time of this video, we are on January 26th. March Madness, a few weeks away, which will determine who really is the better team because March Madness is the ultimate test. But I have on screen the 2018 National Championship game. Villanova got the better of Michigan. Ben and I both watched that game. That is one of the most memorable nights I probably have watching sports, 100%. And I bet Ben is the same way, or Ben has the same feelings for this game.
That Villanova team was so good.
It was. I was shocked they were down early. Mo Wagner was just dominating in the paint. That was one thing Villanova somewhat lacked. I mean, Omari Spellman was an early second-round pick, and he was our center. Power forward was Eric Paschal, who's the current
Warriors
rotation player for the Warriors. I mean, started last year, all-rookie second team, I believe. I mean, this Villanova team was loaded for sure. So 4 versus 3 right now, Ben. I want to get your take. Who is the better team at this current moment?
Look, obviously everyone knows my take. If you've seen any of my Michigan videos, I said they're the third best team in the country. I will stand by that until they do something to make me think otherwise. Look, both teams have a loss to a team that's a good team. Villanova lost to Virginia Tech. Michigan had a bad loss to Minnesota. But I think if you look at outside those losses, Michigan has the better body of work right now. Look, Villanova beat Texas on the road, one of the best wins in the country. But Michigan's been dominant against a bunch of good teams on the road and at home. Through whether it's Wisconsin, Minnesota, Purdue, those are all high-quality opponents that will be in the NCAA tournament. And Michigan's just a balanced attack right now. I think they're the third best team in the country for a reason.
That's wow. I don't agree with that. I'm just gonna quickly go over their schedules and really dive into the body of work, as Ben so often likes to point out. Does Michigan have a better body of work? At the time of recording this video, maybe. Oh, hold on. I have to go back. I was going forward on something.
And look, before Brad points these things out, Michigan does have a close call against Oakland. That was ugly.
And Villanova's close call against Boston College.
Yeah.
But you want to know what a close call has been? 9 points. Oakland, overtime.
10 points.
All I'm going to say.
Okay, 10 points.
Okay, overtime.
That was bad.
When it gets into overtime, Ben, I think the score matters, but it doesn't at the same time, right?
Okay.
If you're in overtime, you're in overtime. For 40 minutes, you were back and forth.
And look, I agree with that. I think that was an ugly game. Michigan hadn't really established itself yet. As of now, though, take the Minnesota game out of the question, or you could keep it in the question, even including that Michigan's ranked 3rd in the country on KenPom, 3rd in the country on most major.
KenPom doesn't show up on the TVs, Ben.
Okay. Well, I know the AP poll is made up of college writers that don't actually do analytics. They just kind of.
Ben, college writers analyze college basketball.
But you realize there's some bias in the ranking because if Michigan had started the season ranked ahead of Villanova, it would be ranked ahead of Villanova. Michigan started the year outside the top 25, which is an oversight by all the writers who were making these rankings, and Villanova started the year in the top 5. So.
Okay.
That's kind of. The fact that Michigan's caught up.
You're right. I'm not going to say no, but I also want to say before the year started, I said Michigan would finish in the top 15. I said I would not be shocked at all if they finished in the top 10, and I somewhat expect them to finish in the top 10. Now, we're pretty much mid-season, a little bit past mid-season, so the year hasn't finished. Michigan could lose 7 straight games like Baylor did at the end of last year, just collapse. But it's looking like my prediction is going to be right, Ben. And I usually don't favor Michigan. I usually blast Michigan. So to say that they were undermanned by writers is true, but to say they were underranked by me, someone who
And I
hates
didn't
Michigan.
say that. I know that
No, you didn't, but
I knew that you had better hopes for Michigan than or better expectations for Michigan than most people. I was actually kind of shocked by it because I didn't have that high expectations for this team. But I think you were right, and I think this is a top
I also
5
want to
team.
say Arizona State 4-8 now.
I know. I've said that. Brad looks at that as a good win. It's not.
I looked at it as a good win. I mean, they've had some injuries. They've dealt with their fair share of troubles since that Villanova game, which was the second game of Villanova's schedule.
That was a good game too. Both teams looked pretty good that game.
Yeah, I mean, Villanova shut down. What's his name?
Remy Martin.
Remy Martin. Yes. Josh Christopher had a few buckets here and there, but Villanova's defense was very, very solid.
But
Villanova
I
just
want
played
to
a
hear
good
your take on
game.
Villanova this year, Brad. I want to hear your take on why you think they're better.
I think they're better. Do I think they're better by much? No. I think Colin Gillespie's better than Mike Smith. We can go down. Jeremiah Robinson Earl is better than Hunter Dickinson. Yes. You're not going to say no to that. Jeremiah Robinson Earl is probably a top 5 player in college basketball, top 10 player in college basketball. Hunter Dickinson is not. Jermaine Samuels, I don't know if he's better than Isaiah Livers.
No.
I'm not going to say he is or he isn't. I don't think so, though. Oh, I haven't memorized your
Michigan's wings are elite. Michigan has some of the best wings. Isaiah Livers and
Eli Brooks. Shondae Brown, I thought he was like a power forward.
He's not. He's a shooting guard. Michigan
I know he's sick. I know
wings.
He's a little undersized, but it's good to know. Yeah, I haven't really
defensively.
I haven't watched any of your games.
Everyone's locked down. Everyone's locked down except for Mike.
Okay, well Nunez, he makes some pretty weird TikToks, so I'm assuming
Adrian Nunez doesn't play.
Okay.
So we don't need to talk about him.
Zeb Jackson I actually like a lot. I think he's going to be good in a few years.
Hopefully, he's been awful this year, but he's a freshman, so.
Well, yeah,
he cost Michigan multiple buckets against Minnesota. He was pretty terrible.
Okay, let's not go down, but I think Villanova is better than Michigan. I just do.
Look, Colin Gillespie is good. Jeremiah Robinson Earl, wooden word guy. If Villanova had played,
he's a lottery type player.
But that doesn't mean that they're a better overall team.
That doesn't.
I know this.
That doesn't. But Ben, Justin Moore, shooting guard, just a typical Villanova shooting guard. Plays a lot like Dante DiVincenzo, a little bit less athletic, a little bit less feisty. Can shoot it better than DiVincenzo, though, in my mind. Jermaine Samuels plays a lot like Mikal Bridges, not as locked down defensively, but he provides a lot of energy. We're watching this team here, Ben. Like the best Villanova team in recent, probably of all time. I don't think there's been a better Villanova team. You got Jalen Brunson. Of course, he's better than Colin Gillespie. No one's gonna deny that. They have better players in this team, but I'm not. But hold on. But Ben, what I'm trying to get out is this Villanova team is not a national championship team right now, but it is better than the current Michigan team, which does mean this Michigan team is not a national championship team.
Higher team is better.
Do you get what I'm saying, Ben, or am I just screwing up? Do you get what I'm saying? This Villanova team, this 2021 Villanova team is not better than the 2018 Villanova team. Okay? But I do think this Ben, how do you not understand what I'm trying to say?
So then who do you think is then?
Who do I think the national championship
my question
is this year?
If neither of them, I get what you're saying.
Ben, Gonzaga, are you stupid? I've said this in all of our podcasts. Gonzaga is the national championship.
No, I know. You're saying that neither of these two.
Ben, what the hell is going on?
You're saying that neither Michigan nor Villanova this year is a national championship.
They're contenders. But they don't have the it factor, Ben.
But
okay. But you continue to say, Ben, Michigan's going to win the chip this year.
You think there's only two potential teams that have a chance?
No, I don't, Ben. Everyone has a shot. UMBC
if you're calling Michigan and Villanova this year.
They are title contenders, Ben. They are. And you're lagging the whole time.
Disagree.
Ben, they are title contenders. Do you hear me, Ben? A-R-E. They are. Ben.
No. I said top 3 team.
Oh, Villanova is the 3rd best team in college basketball. Michigan is the 4th.
Let's
Texas is the 5th.
be honest, Brad. There's only about 5 or 6 teams most years, but you don't.
Ben,
You made
the
it seem
top
like,
5 right now. Ben, the top 5 right
What?
now are deserving of the top 5.
That's
Ben, oh my God, you're cutting out, Ben. Okay,
Can
I'm
you
closing
hear me?
this. Hopefully that will help. Ben, I can hear you, but you, Jesus Christ, Ben. Okay, you hear?
what? I literally look. I can hear you.
Okay, well, you're like not talking and then you are talking. It's such a mess. Ben, I can't wait till your Wi-Fi is better. Anyways, you got a little chin beard, Ben.
I know.
I didn't notice that. You need to shave.
I know.
Okay, anyways. So the top 5 right now. Texas is 5th. Michigan is 4th. Villanova is 3rd. Baylor's 2nd. Gonzaga's 1st. I completely agree with that list. I think those are the top 5 teams in college basketball this year.
I do too.
You do too?
But I would
okay.
switch. I would switch 3 and 4. That's what I'm
Okay.
saying.
Okay. I don't agree. So that's the debate. That's pretty much the debate. You think Michigan's 3rd best team in college basketball? I think Michigan's the 4th best team.
I think that's
Now is there bias involved? Most likely. But when you look at their body of work, Villanova has one really, really good win against Texas on the road. Michigan, a really solid win against Minnesota at home, and a really solid win against Wisconsin. But Wisconsin and Minnesota are not Texas. Texas is a level above them, in my opinion. Now, if Michigan were to beat Iowa later in the year, that's right about when the tournaments will start. The conference tournaments will start, and Villanova loses a game and Michigan loses a game. What I'm trying to say, Ben, is Michigan needs another big win for me to have them ranked above Villanova.
Okay, well, big win. Michigan did kill Wisconsin and Minnesota. Like, they killed them. Those games were 40-point differentials for a lot of the game.
Okay,
So,
you guys lost to Minnesota by 18.
that did
We
happen.
lost to Virginia Tech in overtime, and Virginia Tech is a better team than Minnesota.
That's debatable, but
It's debatable.
and I don't know if Michigan's going to be as good coming out of this COVID break. Like, so it's possible.
Villanova had a 28-day COVID break, Ben.
I know, and they almost lost.
28,
They
and we
almost
won
lost.
back-to-back games. Yes,
I know.
I told you on the phone, Ben, we were going to lose that game. I said I do not expect a win. We practiced once in 27 days, Ben.
And you almost did lose, but you won.
But we won.
That's
And we won
impressive.
again. And we
It's
had an impressive win. You texted me. I'm going to pull up our text.
We have about like 2 minutes
Amani
left.
is in panic mode. Amani, for anyone who doesn't know, Amani is in panic mode right now. Wait, I'm pulling up our text from this Saturday, man.
Okay.
So I texted Ben. Look at this, guys. Texted Ben. Domani Jackson. What if Michigan? Sorry, Michigan fans. Domani planned to commit to Michigan after taking a trip in November. The number 2 player in the country. And someone said, in the Tech game had a controversial ending. Yes, it did. That game was very controversial. Ben said Nova is trash Saturday at 3:57 p.m. shortly after Villanova beat oh my God, Seton Hall.
Providence.
Providence by 15.
That was more.
We won 15.
Kind of,
And then later that night, after the Michigan thing came out, I said, Michigan, no tourney for you. Hey, we're going to play at the end of the season, Ben. If there are no more cancellations, we will play the same amount of games.
Michigan has. Yeah, you're right.
Same amount of games, Ben. So you're going to tell me, but 27 days versus 14 days, big difference. Big difference. That's all I'm going to say, Ben.
Okay.
And Super Bowl now, really quickly.
Real quick.
Okay, I have the Buccaneers winning. Who do you have winning?
You have the Buccaneers winning. Oh my.
Yes, I do.
Hey, I will say I knew the Packers wouldn't make it. I had a feeling they were tripping up in the NFC Championship game. Obviously, it wasn't the Saints, but the Buccaneers. Now I think that the Chiefs are still the best team in football. I don't
see Tom Brady losing the Super Bowl at home. I'm just gonna say that.
I do. I think the Chiefs will win by like above a touchdown.
Okay, I think the Buccaneers are gonna win in a close, memorable game.
I'll root for your outcome, but I'm gonna predict my outcome.
Go Blue, Ben. Will that help with Michigan recruiting?
Oh well, hey, tonight maybe a Michigan recruiting video. Maybe we'll see. I might.
Football or basketball?
Oh, basketball. I still have to get a little more in tune with football before I make some.
What will it be about? Just for any viewers curious.
2022 potential. A few 5 stars that are possible.
There we go.
Possible
in the mix. All right, and I'll be tuned in for that. Yeah. For anyone wondering, we have one current viewer. That's probably my little brother. We will have about 10 to 12 videos a week. So a video or 2 a day, either about Notre Dame recruiting, Notre Dame football, Michigan basketball recruiting, a podcast, of course. And then I got a big-time interview tomorrow.
Oh, really?
With Aristotle Taylor, a name probably nobody's heard of on here, but a name you should know. He was a Fortnite professional player, Ben. Like, competing in tournaments, making money, like, devoting hours after school to this. He was a student manager over the summer for his local high school football team. Played football in middle school, but didn't play freshman, sophomore, junior year. 6'8", 244 pounds, 243 pounds. Had a heck of a season. Dude's an absolute monster. Landed preferred walk-on offers from UVA, Stanford, Michigan, Notre Dame, and then like offers from Eastern Michigan, and then Harvard, Dartmouth, all those kind of schools. So yeah, so big time.
Oh, he's a smart dude.
Probably is a smart dude. So Ben, yeah, that's a scoop.
All right, that sounds.
That interview will be tomorrow night. That'll be huge. I'm clickbaiting it, so get ready for some big time views. 5K views. We'll see.
5K. All right.
Ben, you like the mic? The mic sound good?
Sounds good. I'm sorry about the Wi-Fi, guys.
We'll be back
soon. I'll be back in Illinois.
Yes. All right. That's gonna be it. Peace. Like, subscribe. Catch all of our other videos, which are more professional and more fine-tuned.